Hey guys, it's Alex, and today I am doing my very first YouTube video ever, so if it sucks, hopefully they'll get better with time. I mean, maybe not, but you know, subscribe to find out. Keep you guessing, keep you on your toes. Today I'm going to be using the Venus 2 palette from Lime Crime. I literally just got this palette. I say literally too often. It's fine, don't worry about it. We're just gonna, let it happen. Anyway, I just got this palette, so I haven't even swatched it yet. But here it is. Ooh. I don't know if it's in focus. I don't know if I'm even in focus, but we're rolling with it. So we're just gonna be using 2 eyeshadows in this palette today, and this makeup look was super inspired by this bouquet of flowers that I got actually, so we're going to be incorporating the flowers into the look today. The first thing that I'm going to do is color correct under my eyes because I look tired as hell. I just look tired as hell. So I'm going to be using, actually, this is just a little Ulta palette, and I think it was one of those things where it was like if you spend like $16 or more, something like that, you get this for free. And the reason that I wanted to get this actually is because of these color correcting shades right here, and they've actually worked out pretty well for me. So I'm going to be using this peach shade right on the end here to color correct under my eye. And just get a bit on my finger, and then I'm going to tap it under my eye in the dark areas. So in order to contour today, to carve out my cheekbones and maybe my nose and definitely my jawline, I am going to be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. The first thing that I'm going to do is take this peachy pink light shade with just a big fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics and pack that under my eyes where I color corrected. Next, I'm going to be going in with the coolest kind of lighter shade in the Kat Von D palette and this Sonia Kashuk brush from Target to chisel my cheekbones. I like to apply it first and then blend it out. I'm going to take this brush, it's number 2, but it's from BH Cosmetics, and that is the brush that I'm going to be using to blend out my contour. Next, I'm going to take the same BH Cosmetics brush and my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in order to blend the contour with some bronze and also to warm up my face a bit more. Once my face is contoured, I'm going in again with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and this number 4 little tapered brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to be contouring my nose. Wish me luck. And again, I'm just using the cool light shade in the palette. I'm just gonna super quickly blend out my forehead just a little bit more with this big fluffy BH Cosmetics brush. Lastly, for the face, probably until highlight, I swear I own other brushes besides BH Cosmetics. I just own mostly BH Cosmetics brushes. So I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics number 3 brush for my blush. That rhymed. And for blush today, I'm going to be using my Physicians Formula blush, Happy Booster Glow and Mood Boosting Blush in Natural. I just want to add a bit of flesh to the cheeks and nose. Nothing too crazy today. Now finally, after getting our base done, hopefully super quickly, we can move on to the point of this video, which is the eyeshadow from the Venus 2 palette. So first I'm going to be doing my right eye, and I'm going to be using the It brushes for Ulta Airbrush Blending Crease number 105. This brush, any fluffy blending brush. And I'm going to be dipping into this baby blue color filter. Now again, I've never even swatched these colors, so I don't know how pigmented they are. I've seen a few reviews and they seem to be super pigmented, so I'm just going to dip in a few times and then tap off and then go into the crease and start blending it onto my crease. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep picking up shadow and building up the crease until it is at a level that I want it to be. You are going to want to take it all the way into your inner corner area. Usually you might want to keep the crease color more towards the outer corner and the outer V, but in this case you do want to blend it all the way into the inner corner area for this look. Then I'm also going to go in with a fluffier, clean blending brush to go around the edges again and make sure that they're super diffused. If you haven't noticed, the key to this look is pigmentation and no harsh edges. Once I am satisfied with how well the crease is blended out, this is the kicker. You're gonna take a dense packer brush. This one is just from BH Cosmetics. Surprise, surprise! You're going to coat it and filter the same blue color that you just used, and you are going to pack it onto your lid to make sure that it's like super pigmented on the lid. Like I said, this is a super easy look, only using like 2 eyeshadows. I'm using dabbing motions instead of sweeping motions to really pack the pigment on as opposed to sweeping it around the lid. I'm going to be taking a fluffier packing brush. This one is from Urban Decay, and again I'm just going to be getting filter and packing it all over the lid. Then I'm just going back in with the first blending brush that we started, not picking up any more color. It does still have some on the tip, and again blending the edges. Next I'm going to be taking a tiny little thin brush. This one is number 8 from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to take filter onto the lower lash line. And my camera stopped again, so now we're back. But as I was saying before, I am just going to be picking up the slightest bit of pigment and blending out where the lower lash line meets the upper eyeshadow in this little area right here. So this part is where you can feel free to get super creative, do anything you want your way. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to take some baby's breath, like so. It's with tiny little white flowers, and you're going to snip the flowers from their stems, and then you're going to glue them around your eye with eyelash glue. So I'm going to be using the Duo Eyelash Glue and just gluing the little baby's breath around my eye in whatever way I think looks cool. Okay, after adding and removing a bunch of baby's breath, I am pretty satisfied with how this side of my face came out. So the last thing that we have to do to complete this side is mascara. Okay, mascara done, and that completes this eye. You can actually use just this look in 3 different ways. I guess 2 for just this one. You can either do both eyes with the blue and the baby's breath, or you can do one eye with baby's breath, one eye just blue. I think that would be super cool too. Or you could do what we're about to do. So for the other eye, I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did with this eye by starting with blending in the crease and then packing on the same color all over the lid, except I'm going to be using the color Mustard from the Venus 2 palette. So let's get started. I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics fluffy brush for the mustard color in my crease. This is super pigmented. That's amazing. I'm in shock. That one actually blended easier than the blue. I feel like that went faster. I'm using a different brush that I just threw into the trash can. But yeah, I'm just going to take a clean blending brush again and blend out the edges like we did last time. Okay, we're going to do the same thing that we did with the blue, and we're going to take the color Mustard on a packer brush. This one is from So Susan, and it doesn't say anything else. I think I got it in an Ipsy bag a bit ago. But yeah, so we're just going to take the same color and pack it onto the lid and make sure that it's super pigmented. You want to pick up a really good amount of the color and don't really tap any off, just pat it right onto the lid. Okay, next I'm going to take a flat type of brush. This is BH Cosmetics number 10, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to take Mustard and I'm going to pack it along the lower lash line. Let's do it. As I was saying before my camera shut off again, I'm just going to go in with the original crease brush and not pick up any more pigment, just use the pigment that it has already on it. Again, this is number 5 from BH Cosmetics, and just diffuse out the lower lash line. I'm going to pick up a little bit more pigment with that and then tap it off because you don't want too much. This reminds me of Hayley Williams' eye makeup in that one Paramore music video, the more recent one, Hard Times, I think. She had the one blue and the one yellow eye. That was not on purpose, but Hayley Williams is great. Love her. A true icon. Okay, now on to, I like how every time I move, these move. That's probably super annoying. I'm so sorry. Okay, now on to the super fun part, and this time we're not going to be adding baby's breath to this eye. Instead, we're going to be adding little flower petals. And again, you can do this in whatever way you want, just to be as creative as possible. Whatever the spirit moves you to do, do that. So I'm going to pick up my flower petals and my lash glue, and I'm just going to go to town. You can also add baby's breath to this eye too. I'm considering doing that. Unclear. Cute! Now that I am back with this eye done, all that's left to do is add mascara. Okay, now we are back with the completed eye look. All that's left to do is highlight and lips. For a highlight today, I'm going to be using this one from e.l.f. It's called Moonlight Pearls. Yeah, Moonlight Pearls. And I'm going to be using this brush from Crown. And lastly for lips, I'm going to keep it super simple with this satin gloss flavored lip shine from Victoria's Secret. Okay, and this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you stick around and subscribe. Videos should be coming at least once a week. And I'll have all the products I used linked down below, as well as my Instagram. So follow me if you want to. Don't if you don't. It's whatever. Thank you guys so much and have an amazing day. Mwah!